Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So North Texas offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So UCF's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it and play it from the 33. To the air, it's Cummings. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. North Texas will have to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll pitch it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the slant route is a good man beater on offense. So defensively, if you're going to knock that away, you have got to be physical at the line of scrimmage. You've got to stay in that hip pocket with the wide receiver. You saw a great example of that on that.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Knights will try to convert on 4th down. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! Lining up to add another.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Cummings. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Not the most productive pass for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. A new set of downs after the completion. They want to just keep throwing it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for a crease. It's hard. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket starts to collapse. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Mean Green. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Reese, never a doubt. Kidding me? He had a 2-yard push in there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field to create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dialing up a second down pass play. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's a fake, going for the sticks. And the gamble works well enough. Maybe you look for the score on the fake field goal, but at least they got the first down. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Knights! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, North Texas. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
First down.
Score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking second and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in third and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll leave it with him. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
If you want to test the physicality of the defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside running game working, because those DBs are going to have to find it.
Touchdown, Mean Green. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the single back. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's coming. And that pass picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the ground with the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets open down the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. A 1st down run in the red zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He doesn't.
It's blocked. Now they've got to get on it. They fall on it, and the blocked extra point keeps this margin exactly where it is.
A great job forcing the fumble. But here's the thing. I'm okay with plays. If I make you earn it and don't give up those big plays and make you not get a penalty, not put the ball on the turf, that's what good defense is about. Great job on the defense, bowling their neck up, forcing the turnover.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop?
Ball is free. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Knights. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking to pass. It's Cummings. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Bully ball on third and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finds a crease at the 20. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough.